Hey, it's because or the boss life. It's me, Speckles and Sunday. Come watch the video. In this video, this is my New Year's Eve special and New Year's special. So, without further ado, and for the record, I do use some pretty interesting New Year's Eve, well, New Year's Day traditions, some pretty weird ones, and turn them into monsters. So, when I do draw the narrator for these videos in this video. So without further ado, let's roll intro and let's get into this video and let's go. Like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Oh, come on. Where the frick are they? Oh. Audio log number 3. It's New Year's Eve, almost New Year's, and I've been having to go teleport over the world using a rift in space-time I've made that's called Jumper. You've got to be freaking kidding me. Oh, why is it so cold here in Russia? I'm having to hunt down a group, well, not really a group, but 6 individuals that are all known as New Year's Eve monsters. The reason why I'm in Russia is because I'm hunting something called ruts, or Russian underwater trees. I'm in a freezing cold forest. What was that? Where is it? There were as he looked around, he saw a faint glow coming from a cave. Oh, what on earth is going on over here? As he went to the cave, as he was walking to the cave, he saw the glow was coming from something that resembled that of a star. And the glow was starting to get bigger and bigger. As soon as he got closer to it, he saw the rift fully open. And he saw 2 figures on the other side, so he ducked behind the outside of the cave. Out stepped 2 people. One that had some type of weird machine on his arm that was like, it was living on his arm. And it was like a cable connecting to his eye, searching for anything around him. He then saw another person with a weird arm and a tail. He thought this other guy was like a monster of sorts. He jumped out of the way and opened fire on them. But the person with the black arm made a barrier and said, "Man, this place is full of magic." The guy said, "Magic? There's no magic in this world, there's only science." "Oh, come on. You can't say there's not magic around here." "Yes, I can, because there is no magic, and I'm an engineer." Yeah. And I'm the devil. Yeah, dude. I'm a son of a Demos. You don't even know what things are, do you? What are Demos? I have no clue what you're even talking about. Oh, come on. Okay, what is going on around here? Well, I was hunting something called a rut, and, I saw this cave. I thought it was one of them. Turns out it was these 2, y'all 2. Who are y'all anyways? I'm Karma, and I'm Techo Warm Cole. My real name is Cole, And this little guy right here on my wrist is, I'm Tekka. I'm a Tekka worm, and I can see you have a weird cross between an actual machine and a Tekka worm living inside your one arm. That's weird. I'm Thornton Smith. I'm an engineer and a hunter. And what on earth is a Tekka worm? Tekka worms are creatures that can bond to anyone with a machine on them, or they bond with machines. It's a quite interesting concept for creatures, but we can also spread cables around and, well, attach to people. Okay. Oh, come on, I need some help. Can you help me get rid of some monsters? I'm still having to hunt this one right here, and this one's just a pain in the butt to get rid of. Sure. As they walked out, they immediately came across a rut, in which Thorson immediately charged up his weapon, his arm, which was 3 claws, and shot a beam obliterating it instantly. Well, okay, now that's done. What else do we need to do? Well, we still got to hunt down this another few others. We're all the way across the world, and I need to go to Brazil now. Oh, that's easily. Amelia portal opened beside them, and out walked a creature that was covered in vines, water, and had 2 icy hands. Oh, really? This one I needed to capture. And Thorson immediately shot a beam at it, which engulfed it in a bubble of sorts. And he used a secondary ability, his jumper, to teleport it to the other world. Teleport it back to his place. Okay, that gave off some magic energy. Ay, caramba. There's no point. Let's keep going. Okay, where else do you need to go? And plus, what on earth was that? That was a creature known as a Brazilian oceanic white flower launcher. Okay, let's say magic doesn't exist in this world. How else do you suspect I'm able to do this? Carmen said while summoning a fireball in his hand. I have no clue whatsoever. Maybe I'm a nanomachine in your hand. Hey, Grumba dude. Thorson, was it? Allow me. He said, Karma said. He then pressed his hand up against, the ground beside Thornton and said, only magical creatures or people that have the ability to use magic can get out of this barrier. It's very effective against people that don't have magic whatsoever. And your machine won't be able to do jack squat to it unless it has magic in it as well. And from the amount of power I can detect from you, you are definitely the strongest magic user around here. How many times I've tell you? There's no magic, only science. Watch. What on? Okay, that was interesting. And what on earth? Karma and Thornton both bent down and saw a weird crystal. Well, that's weird. Okay. This appears to be a magic crystal. Only someone with alchemy can make this. Everyone has a different aspect for this world and for magic, from what I can tell. Some people are summoners, creators. Some people have alchemy. And before you ask, I'm a cinnamon overseer. You have the ability to use alchemy, which is a very rare trait. You're also the strongest user. You can use this to open up a portal to wherever we need to go next. If you can do that, he said. Karma said, okay, if I can do that, I will believe in magic. I need to go to Greece. The crystal then levitated from his hand and opened a portal to Greece. Why do you need to go to Greece? Great king and onions, or granions, were no mischievous creatures. And right as they walked through the portal, they came across one. Okay, do we need to kill this one, capture, or what? Well, we need to do both. We just need the head and the eye. Oh, that's done easily. Decaworm Cole then stepped up and shifted his arm into a blade, cutting the thing's head clean off. Okay, here you go. And then here you go. And then a shocked Thornton said, well, here's I can use magic. Used it until he used his other arm, his mechanical arm, to teleport it back to base. Okay, just how many more places do we need to go? Well, we need to go Denmark, Escobar, Ireland, and Spain now. Okay, so first off, Denmark. As Karma said that, he opened a portal straight to Denmark. Okay, can you tell me how exactly what is going on around here? Well, wait, you said you're from other worlds, correct? No, we never said that. Oh, it appears I hallucinated. Well, are y'all? Yeah, we are. I'm from the Beast First, and he is from some other universe that doesn't even have a name yet. So, what exactly is going on here? What's with all these monsters? Well, from what I've been able to gather, this place is full of people that have magical abilities, apparently. And there's a lot of some people, what'd you say, summoners? Yeah, they have the ability to, well, summon creatures, but also make new ones. That's a very, very ugly process. Now that I think about it, I could explain the Kemimps. What on earth is a Kemimp? A Kemimp is a very, very aggressive creature that can and will eat machinery, Thorson said while glancing at Tekka Wormcoal. Tekka said, well, that's not good news for any other creature, but since Tekka worms are kind of biological, they basically want to eat me, right? Oh, trust me. They are known to eat people too. Oh, frick, this is not good. Yeah, anyways. Okay. Before we can continue, what kind of creature are we hunting here? It's all these creatures are based, from what I've been able to gather, are based off of weird traditions for each place. And Denmark gets a tradition to smash plates. We're hunting a Denmark smash plate golem or a Deshate golem. Oh, you mean, question, can it be multiple colors? Just have sharp edges? Yeah, why? Because we see one over there. Thorson turned around and said, that'll do it. He then immediately leapt forward and grabbed the thing in one hand and threw it against the ground, shattering it to pieces. So, how exactly do I make more magical crystals? Don't look at me, I can just tell you whatever it is because I'm a son of an over here. I do not get the idea how to make it. But I could help you with it. Well, since it appears to be based in alchemy, you're going to need to do it. Because where I can use every type of magic, I cannot use alchemy to save the life of me in this world. But I can use any other type of magic, apparently. Okay, that's interesting. So, can you give me a process? Well, in my world, we simply place our hands down and then imagine what we need to do. But there's a few ground rules. Matter cannot be destroyed or created. You will need to have the good visualization of what you need, and a few other things too. But trust me, it's a very simple task. Thornton then got down on 2 knees and placed one hand on the ground. Before he thought of a magical crystal, and a bigger one appeared from the ground. Okay, you also need to think of the size of and quality of it. And once it's done, it cannot be undone. Right as he said that, Thorson thought of a smaller one. It shrunk back into the ground. The bigger one shrunk back into the ground and was left with a smaller one in its place. Well, apparently that there's different parts and different things for each one of our universes. Okay, so what do we need to do now? Okay, you remember how I said earlier that we need to go to Escobar? Yeah, Escobar it is. Okay, how many more creatures? I forget, said Cole. Yeah, I'm curious too, said Tekka. Well, we still need to go to Ireland and Spain after Escobar. Okay, let's go. So Thornton opened the portal, and they walked through. They were in the middle of a cornfield, and they saw like a humanoid figure running around, setting fire to the corn. Is it a yearly tradition on New Year's Eve to eat corn? No, it doesn't. Said Karma. No, it's how do you put this? It's a yearly tradition to burn scarecrows in a cornfield. Oh, yeah, okay, this is not going to be fun. Do you have any water-based abilities? Yeah, but I don't have any that can put out a fire this big at the moment. I can manipulate water, though. Wait, I got an idea, said Tekka. Cole said the water purifier. Yeah, with an added bonus of a water gun. Okay, do it. As Cole said that, Tekka shifted into a machine that pumped like a siphon water molecules from the air and condense them down and collect them in a little pool in one container, and he shot the water into multiple bullets in the cornfield. So, how exactly did these come about? Well, apparently they just sprout up every now and again. Okay, now that we're done with Escobar's problem, I do need to take that scarecrow in now. Okay. Karma then uses telekinesis to bring it straight towards them. Telekinesis, right? Yeah. We have anti-gravity. Well, I made anti-gravity guns, but those work too. So, you're going to teleport that back to your base. Thornton said, yeah, but I want to try something. He then touched the scarecrow and immediately shifted into a pouch. Okay, that was interesting. Appears to it immediately shifted into whatever was the closest material. Even used the gloves on the shoes. Okay. He then proceeded to make another crystal. Now to Ireland we go. The crystal then sprouted up and teleported them, opened a portal that teleported them to Ireland. Okay, so what kind of New Year's creature thing we're going over today? Doing now? Well, in my world, it was actually a tradition for people to sleep on mistletoes this time of year in Ireland. I enjoyed traveling, okay? Yeah, that's actually correct. We're hunting something known as the Ireland Sleeping Mistletoes. Or just Sleeping Mistletoe for one. It's known as ism. These creatures that's one ism or there's 5 ism. It's like a sheep. 1 sheep or 5 sheep. Now, okay, where are we supposed to find these things? They can be found in the trees, but those little buggers are going to be a lot easier to find because of this. He then immediately walked to a tree. Thorson immediately walked to a tree, touched it with his one regular arm, and it shifted into a pile of wood. He then touched it he then teleported them to the nearest house with his mechanical arm. Okay, and there was a thud beside him. That's exactly what I was looking for. I need a life specimen for something. He then touched the creature, and it was wrapped into a little warm energy bubble. Now to teleport you back to base. And there it was disappeared into teleported back to his base. Okay, so now for the last creature. What is it? You said Spain, right? Yeah, Spain. This is gonna be a little more interesting. We're gonna need for a fight because this is another Spanish grape eater. And yeah, Spain it is. He then immediately opened a portal to Spain. And Carmen was the first to walk through and said, "Is that the thing you're talking about?" Yes, it is. This paper was eating some grapes from its own body. Is that normal? Yeah, they are known to eat all the grapes and then grow more on their body and eat them, so no one can have good luck for the rest of the year. They are known to be giant pains in the butt to deal with because they eat so many grapes on New Year's Eve. On New Year. Okay, so how exactly do we get rid of one? Do you have any spells that can displace luck? Yes, matter of factly, I do. Who knows? A barrier then erupted around this paper. It immediately became weaker and slower. It looked around trying to find the source of its weakness, then saw and turned directly at them. It charged towards them. Okay, what part do you need of it? Oh, I just need to kill this thing. Okay, good. Tekka? Cannon, please. Tekka immediately shifted into a laser cannon that looked like a sniper rifle and blasted this paper to oblivion. Okay. So, we're all done here. So where we're gonna go now? Well, seeing how it's almost New Year's, you want to spend it with me? Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay. Thorson then opened a portal up to his base. They all walked through, and as they looked around, they saw multiple scientific machines. So, still engineer? Yeah, but I'm thinking about expanding into alchemy now. Well, okay. So, how much does it take for paper to regenerate? Spapers can only regenerate if they had eating grapes. And that thing was eating a few grapes, but thanks to my spell, the thing's luck was all gone. Okay, because I grabbed some of its limbs. I grabbed one branch. Oh, man, those are hard to get. What are you talking about? Okay, for the record, papers are a pain in the butt to deal with and grab. Now, getting one of their arms or limbs is a whole lot more impressive. Okay. He then plucked one grape off and ate it. And then immediately the whites of his right eye shifted into a light green color. What just happened to your eye? What do you mean? It shifted from white to green. Oh great. And there goes everything else. What are you talking about? If you eat that and that happens, if you eat one of their grapes and that happens, you usually have a pretty hard time dealing with it. Some pretty nasty side effects. Wait, can I see one of those grapes real quick? Sure. Thornton then passed Karma one of the grapes, and he opened up the energy layout. Karma opened up the energy layout of it and said, that only happens to people that don't have magic. For people that do have magic, though, it gives them a really big boost in power. And apparently, these are quite hard to get your hands on because they're known to rot immediately after killing. But I think the reason why is because I dispelled the luck of it. And it was able to kill the creature. We were able to kill the creature before its full luck ran out. So that means some of the luck was still in it. And with that green eye, you have a bigger boost in power. Although the light greenness of it is kind of a permanent side effect. I can deal with it. So, can you tell us exactly how you made the arm? Yeah. For the record, I always carry these tools with me. And he then took off his jacket, revealing a dagger of sorts. I always keep this on me at all times, because this knife and dagger or whatever has saved my life more than once. And this thing, he said, referring to his arm, I've made it, but I'm going to tell y'all later why and how I made it. Okay, so Cole, you wanna go? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year's, y'all too. And let our friendship continue. You always like this? Yeah, I've only known the guy for a few months. But he's a real nice guy. Yeah, I still remember last Christmas. Yeah, it's been like a year. Since last Christmas we first met. Yeah. No need to rub it in. Okay, let's get going. See you, Thornton. Karma said as he opened a portal back to their home places. I hope you enjoyed today's video and the fact that it was a Multiversal Chronicles story, a New Year's Eve special, a New Year's Day special, and I'm afraid that's all the time I got for today's video. So, until next time, subscribe to join my podcast with me or Demoss Alliance. Goodbye and peace out, everyone.